Okay, so for this demo, let's pretend that we work at a global marketing agency. I'm David, and I work out of New York, and I'm a PC person.
And like Aaron mentioned, my name is Brandon, and I'm working out of San Francisco on my Mac laptop because, after all, it's San Francisco, and that's how we roll.
So we're pitching a client on a new video project. Now, typically, this would involve a lot of teleconferences, emails, courier packages being sent back and forth, and maybe even live visits. But with Box, that's different, because Box is literally changing the way we work. So my client is already collaborating with me on a Box folder, and we're going back and forth on this contract, and I have the final version ready. Now, without changing my natural habits of working from this application, I can simply save this contract to a desktop folder that my client is in. And once I do that, the Box client on my desktop will detect a change has happened and upload the file automatically into the cloud.
Now, I'm working hard from San Francisco, just like all the rest of you. I'm working on a creative brief, and you'll see I don't have to worry about David doing his part because it shows up right on my desktop as soon as he syncs. So now that that contract is there, I need to wait for the client to sign it. But while I do that, I'll contribute to the creative brief and get that uploaded for my team. And there you can see, actually, the client has already signed the document, and we're ready to go. So I'm going to upload my document to Box and get the team's feedback. So doing that is easy. I'm on a Mac, but you'll see the process is just the same as what David did. I save the file. And as long as I save it into my Box Documents folder, Box Sync takes care of the rest. It uploads the file automatically. I don't have to spend time uploading it. And then it becomes available to all my collaborators.
Now on a PC window, you can see I have the creative brief now, and I just want to check it out, open it up, and see if it looks OK. So I'll open up PowerPoint. And it looks great, except it looks like there's a mistake on the bottom that I need to modify. It's kind of covered up by the window, but trust me, I'm actually making a change here. So I make my change, just I would very naturally on any desktop application, save it, and once again, Box detects the change and automatically puts the file back into the same folder.
Now, what's really nice about Box is I can continue doing all my hipster things in San Francisco, but pay attention to all the stuff that's going on with my project. And I do that by looking at the Box Updates tab. So I'll do that now. Get into my Box account, go to the Updates tab where I can see all the latest updates across all the files and folders I have in Box. And here you can see that all of my teammates have already previewed this file, and we're ready to go. So I'm also working on the script for this presentation. And what I'm going to do with that script is I'm going to open it up. And just as we did before, you're getting used to this, I'm going to save it to my Box Documents folder. And that way the client will have access to this script. Because the client, after all, needs to be happy, needs to approve, so we can move forward. So here we go. I've saved that file. It's uploading to Box. And you know what? I have a great idea. Rather than rely on him to receive the email notifications or something and know that that file is there, I'm going to make double sure that the client reviews this file. And I'm going to assign him a task. And I do that from the Box application. So I'll go check out the file, which, of course, is already on Box, thanks to Box Sync. And I'll assign a task. And assigning a task is really easy. Open it up. I type in the client's name. I choose then which type of task I'd like to assign. In this case, please review. And I click OK. Easy.
So I'm the client, and I'm currently traveling at a conference in San Francisco. But because I have Box for iPad, I can review the document and give feedback. So looks great.
So other than all the seamless distribution of content through everyone, the other power of Box is really collaboration. Unlike the traditional way where you have to make phone calls, send instant messages in piecemeal, Box allows everyone who's collaborating on the document to be able to see all the content, all the feedback at the same time, and therefore no information is ever lost. So I'm going to go check out our client's feedback on my web application here. Open. Oh, looks like there's a comment. And it looks like our client's happy with the script, so we can move forward. So I happen to have some storyboards that's needed to really create the video on my desktop here. And I want to leverage the power of Box's HTML5 upload technology, which allows me to interact with the desktop very easily. So what I do is I create a folder, a new folder here to hold those files. And then I do a very simple drag and drop from my desktop onto the web browser to share the files I want my team to see. So open up my desktop folder, grab these storyboard files, and boom, the files are in Box.
So I'm still working hard, still in San Francisco, waiting for the rest of this project to get done. I'm updating the script based on the feedback from my teammates and from the client. What's nice about Box, though, is that I get an instant notification as soon as something happens, so I don't have to be paying constant attention. Hopefully, there it is. I got a notification that David has created a storyboard folder, so why don't we pop in there and check it out, see the kinds of files that he's uploaded. And another great feature of Box is that I can preview these files directly in the web application. I don't have to waste my time downloading them. Open them up, take a look, flip through. That one's nice. Got another great one. And that one's actually my favorite. And you see the client loves it as well. So the client's happy, I'm happy, everyone's happy. Things are ready to go. We're making progress here. And look at that. We're way ahead of schedule. We've just completed the final project now, which is a movie that you can actually view in Box now. And we'll hop over there and take a look at the final product.
Single person's files in sync across multiple devices is challenging enough. But how does a business accomplish this for tens, hundreds, or thousands of employees? There's content created by individuals on the different devices they use throughout the day. And on top of that, there's multiple tools and systems to manage, creating hundreds of disconnected data silos. Managing this is a nightmare at best, and a security risk at worst. Introducing Box Sync, the first cross-platform sync for the enterprise. It all starts with an individual, like Ed from marketing. He's working on a new white paper. Sarah from sales and Alex on the product team notice a few things that need to be changed. Ed updates the file one last time. And because his coworkers also have Box Sync, the file is saved to their desktops too. Whether it's 500, or 5,000 people on a PC, Mac, smartphone, or tablet. No uploads, no email attachments, all with the advanced security and administrative controls you expect from an enterprise solution. Box Sync. Finally, synced at scales for the enterprise.
Nice. Thanks, man.
Awesome. Cool, thank you so much. That was the Box Sync demo. That's the new product that, again, is going to be rolling out to a, let's see if this works, coming soon to a desktop near you. We're rolling this out for business customers over the next few days in October, and then we'll be expanding it out over the next couple of quarters in a much broader way. So we're incredibly excited about that. I hope you saw how the sync technology actually fits into the collaborative workflow of Box. So it's not just about syncing your own information, but rather how do you connect up the content with all the people that you're working with. And we also think about how do we go to market with partners. So again, about our openness and our focus on bringing technology to the marketplace. We're super focused on going to market with partners that are going to be able to bring our technology to new customers and other businesses. So we're extremely excited to announce a partnership and relationship with HP. I'd like to bring up Kathy Chow, the Vice President of Strategy and Operations at HP's PSG Group. So thank you so much. Kathy, thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Very excited to be here today. Very excited about the partnership that we have between Box and HP. As we looked at the consumerization of IT and the importance in this advent of cloud computing, we realized that it was very, very important to work with great partners in order to take advantage of this wave. If you look at HP, we're the largest PC manufacturer in the world. We ship actually over 50 million PCs annually. That's 2 PCs a second. Largest channel, over 170 different countries. And then we looked at Box, the best secured cloud collaboration capability in the world. And we looked at alternatives, but we found that Box was far and away more advanced and superior to those other companies.
Can I quote you on that?
Yes, you
okay,
can.
thank
You can quote me on that.
Can other people quote you on that?
Sure. You can quote me on that. And by the way, I do have to do a little quick check here on which PC you're using. Okay. We're going to change that.
Okay, that's just a demo PC. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's not mine.
That's for the demo.
I
We're
don't
gonna
know who
change
brought
that.
that. Who brought that? Was that a Lenovo?
Yes.
Okay, get that out of here.
We got
All
to.
right.
That's got to get out of here.
That is crazy, guys.
But
Okay.
anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to start in the U.S. for our small and mid-sized business customers. On every desktop that we ship, we'll have Box preloaded with Box Sync.
Wow.
Very excited about that. And then we're definitely looking at expanding beyond SMB, looking at the other customer segments, and expanding globally. So really, if I look at great partnerships occur when you have two relevant parties coming together to create more value than you had and could do it on your own. And I think we've got that, Aaron. And I also believe that great partnerships involve great people. It's very evident what I see here today with the Box energy and the Box passion that this is a partnership that we'll be very, very excited about, and hopefully this will be a key point in both our companies' histories in years to come.
Cool. Kathy, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thanks,
And
Aaron. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I'm going to go get rid of this later in the presentation, so sorry about that. If we can get a swap in. Kathy Chow, thank you so much. Big round of applause for Kathy. So again, we're really thinking about going to market with partners. How do we introduce our technology into new markets? And obviously, HP being a leader in the enterprise, we want to be able to work with them to bring our technology to market. So really exciting stuff. So we have all this information. It's synchronizing with the cloud. Now the next question is, how do we make sure it's as secure as possible? And that's obviously critically important to what we're doing at Box. We really need to have technology that users and IT love and adopt. So our technology has to work for users, just as Mark Andreessen said. It has to be simple and it has to be something that you can bring into the enterprise very easily, but it has to be secure enough for IT. It has to be something that IT can actually secure in their organization and adopt in a broad way. So we think about security very holistically, and we have 3 areas of security that we think a lot about. User security, so how do we make sure we secure the actual users that are on the product? How do we have the best data security? So how do you secure the content end to end? And how do you integrate Box into the enterprise in a very meaningful and sophisticated way? So we have a bunch of really exciting new products and partnerships around these areas. So the first on user security, we're launching a new feature today. It's available in your Box account called Trusted Access. It's in your settings section, and what's going to happen is it's going to let you have complete visibility of all the locations that you're logging in from. And we're going to be rolling this out further to show you the various apps and the other devices and the other clients that you have connected to your Box. So let's just say if you were to lose your phone, you'd be able to revoke access to Box immediately from the Trusted Access section. So you can have complete visibility into who and what is going on in your Box. And again, given our enterprise focus, that rolls up directly to the Box admin, so you can turn this on globally for your organization and be able to see this in a very broad way. So we got tremendous feedback from our customers that this is critically important to be able to see what was going on and where access was coming from. So that's a new exciting security feature that we're releasing. And as we think about access and we think about where Box is being accessed from, mobility is critically important to that. So we have 2 major partnerships that we're announcing today, one with Mobile Iron and the other with Good Technology. So as you have mobile device management solutions in your organization, we're going to secure Box in the enterprise by working with third parties to help you control and see what's going on with those devices. So really excited about those integrations, and again, very committed to partnering for security as well to create the best security for our customers. So that's the user security. Where are people getting their information from? The next step is really content security. So we're going to be launching this quarter a new feature that creates new sharing permissions on Box. So we're incredibly excited about this. Box has to be the easiest way that you can securely share information in the enterprise. That is the whole reason why today's software doesn't work. It's very hard to share. It's very complicated. It's very cumbersome. So we have to create the easiest ways to share, but you have to couple that with security. So we have a new feature that's going to be rolling out that's going to let you choose new controls for who can have access to your content and your shared links. So if I want to take a shared link to a Box file and close that off just to my collaborators or close that off just to the network of users in my organization, we're going to make that incredibly easy to do. So again, creates a sort of virtual network around your content that ensures that people have the right credentials to access information. So you can still share it over the cloud, but it's tied into the identities that you already have. So really excited about the new sharing controls new sharing permissions that we're launching. And finally, for integrating into the enterprise, we think holistically around what are the solutions that people use to connect their identities up to Box. So today, we work with a handful of leading providers to solve this problem of how do we get closer to the identities in your organization. We work with VMware. We work with Ping Identity to, again, connect up to your enterprise and make sure we can secure that connection to Box and make sure that you can have the most seamless way to access your users and bring them to Box. And we're extremely excited to announce the addition of Okta, which is becoming one of the leading providers of secure identity management in the cloud. And we're really excited to talk about this announcement today. I'd like to bring up the CEO of Okta, Todd McKinnon, to come walk through a demo of how this works and how we can connect Box to the cloud securely. Everybody give a round of applause for Todd. Thank you so much. Do we have intro music? Where's the, I think we had a whole like Jay-Z song for you. So, I don't know.
Jay-Z?
Yes.
Notorious Big IG, man.
Oh, we've got to do that one.
More money, more problems. All right, I'm very excited to be here. Thank you for coming to the Box show and listening to all this great news. And listening to me talk about Okta and Box.net. We talked earlier about the billions of users using these enterprise applications and accessing these enterprise applications. Another thing to think about is how many IT professionals are there in the world? There's millions and millions of them. And our mission at Okta is to help these people move up the stack and up-level their game to move from doing infrastructure work, racking and stacking servers, installing software, up into higher level work of getting the right information to the right people at the right time, with the right level of security and the right level of access. The other key thing that drives us every day at Okta is getting end users access to their applications with one user ID and one password. A simple thing that could really power access to all these great innovative cloud applications, but our industry has dropped the ball on it. It's completely insane that as a user of these services, I have to have 15 user IDs and passwords and they expire, and it just slows me down and stops me being productive. So we're going to fix that problem for the end user, and we're going to help IT with a platform and a system to manage applications across the enterprise, giving the right access to the right information at the right time. A couple things interesting here. One is that we are a pure service. So we don't believe in giving IT a tool to manage these things by giving them another infrastructure project. If someone tries to give you a solution to these problems with another infrastructure project, we think it's flawed. So we're a pure service, delivered as a service. We never take it down for maintenance, easy to use, just like Box.net. The other thing is our number one value as a company is customer success. In the cloud, if you don't make your customers successful, they won't pay you and you won't be around. So it's a very good feedback loop. And I encourage you to talk to some of our customers that are presenting at the show today. Interisys Networks and Pandora and Alnylam Pharmaceuticals are here talking in the sessions, and you can meet them and get feedback on how we're doing. And the final thing, as Aaron mentioned, we're announcing today Okta directory integration for Box.net. And what this product does very specifically is it solves an important problem if you're just deploying Box.net in your enterprise. It integrates Box.net and its user directory to your on-premise corporate directory. So users can log into it with one ID, one password. When new users come to your company, they get automatically provisioned into Box, and when they leave your company or they change jobs, their access is reflected appropriately. So we want to show you this now. A few quick screenshots. This is the application network in Okta. So we come pre-integrated to over 1,000 cloud and web applications. So we do the integration work for you. It's constantly maintained and upgraded over time as a service. It's freedom for you to choose the best applications and the best solutions to do your business. You're not railroaded into a certain set of applications by a certain vendor. You can choose all the best ones. Except for collaboration, you have to choose Box.
Thank you. This is exclusive, right?
Exactly.
That's what I
Took
thought.
care of you there. So it's an open network. And from an IT perspective, what you can think of this doing is Aaron talked about trusted access in Box and how you had complete visibility into who was logging in where and complete visibility to take permission away when you needed to from an enterprise security perspective. What Okta lets you do is extend that across all of your applications. So your IT people don't have to worry about maintaining separate application permissions and access levels. They can do it in a central console. They can get central visibility across multiple applications, who's doing what. Again, taking them up the stack so they can worry about getting the right information to the right people at the right time, not about tactical infrastructure and maintaining detailed permissions in different applications. But the main thing we're excited about is these billions of users that don't have to remember different user IDs and passwords anymore. That's the killer use case. So using directory integration for Box, within 5 minutes of deploying Box.net in your enterprise, users can be logging on with their corporate network password and ID. They don't have to have a new ID. You don't have to give them the 16th ID that's going to expire and be inconvenient. They can log in directly with their corporate directory ID and password. Seamless access, it's the power of the cloud. And once, why haven't we solved this as an industry? That's what Okta is setting out to do. It's freeing these people to be more productive. So you can see once you're in, you can log into all your applications with this one ID and password.
Why didn't Sync get spontaneous applause? What was that? We did it for directory integration, but OK, sorry, continue. Okay.
People hate passwords, Aaron. I hate them.
They do hate passwords.
But we still keep giving them to them. OK, so you can log into all these applications. You see all the great applications you can choose from there. Again, it's an open network. This list of applications is specific to the user. It can be driven off your enterprise directory based on what you have in there, or you can use policy-based provisioning to provision it inside of Okta. OK, moving right along. But that is not simple enough. Having to type in your network ID and password is not simple enough, right? So here we're going into Box just to show you that works. Let's think about a single sign-on demo. The actual logging in is kind of anticlimactic. But that is not simple enough. So using directory integration for Box.net, you can log in to your PC or Mac, and boom, from your corporate portal, one click, you're into your Box.net application. It wasn't simple enough to make you type in your ID from your corporate.
Is that SharePoint?
I didn't see SharePoint on there. Hopefully we do. So desktop single sign-on. You log into your PC or Mac, and boom, you're in. More end-user convenience. And finally, the world is mobile. We talked about that. But how many people have used a mobile device, not Box.nets, of course, but other mobile devices that weren't seamlessly integrated, and the login experience and the access experience was not integrated? Well, Okta solves that problem, so you can connect with your mobile devices with your web applications and get a single sign-on experience, all driven from your corporate directory in one integrated platform. So this is logging in through Okta with your corporate ID, your corporate network ID and password on your iPad application. So that's Okta. We want to help IT people move up the stack and be more strategic in what they do, get the right information to the right people at the right time. And we want to help users get access to applications with a single ID and password. We have a booth out in the hall. You can come see us if you have more questions. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Todd, thank you so much. Big round of applause. Thank you.